Say it with me. It's New Theme Thursday. Why? Hey, it's Kara. Welcome to Montague at the Lake. Because there's more to life than butterflies and botanicals. Yes, there is. Welcome to New Theme Thursday. If you're new here, it's all about finding other things to use as subjects for our junk journals and our altered books and our glue books other than butterflies and botanicals, because we seem to be in a bit of a creative rut. And I am on a one-person mission to help broaden that horizon. Expand those two perimeters. Because there's so much more out there. Anyway, this one's a fun one. I love this. It's all black and white, and there's so many offshoots of this. You know, just straight up black and white. Just collect anything you can that's black and white. I'll start with this and get it out of the way. This came from Joann Fabric. It was $19.99, but I got it for half off with one of their 50% off coupons. $10, not bad at all. It's got really, really quality, heavy-duty paper, which helps. Hard to see, but there's a little bit of script on there. Some grunge. You know, perfect for... I know it's July and y'all are planning your Christmas journals, but it's never too early to plan a Halloween journal and do a, you know, black and white goth macabre journal. But black and white can be way more than those two things, Halloween or macabre. It can just be exquisitely beautiful. These are, you know, it could be love and marriage. Could even be Victorian, because, you know, that's popular too. But just simply black and white design. Doesn't have to have a subject matter necessarily. Fill it with whatever you want. But really beautiful pages. And some gray. You know, if you're going to do black and white, does it include gray? I don't know. That's your call. I'd like to do one that's just black and white and keep the gray out of it the best I can, just to see if I could do it. But what is gray? This looks black and white, but it's got these smudges. Is that gray? I don't know. Or is that vintage versus this is all pretty bright white. Beautiful. More script on these grungy edges. Beautiful, beautiful. Just simple. Dotted lines. A little bit of script. Those mirrors reminds me of Maleficent. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Right? Maleficent. That Sleeping Beauty. And mirror, mirror on the wall is Snow White. Get your fairy tales together, girlfriend. Reminds me of fairy tales. How about that? We'll just go with that. That's very Halloween-y to me. This reminds me of the haunted castle at Disney. Same with that. There are some glossy pages in here too. These are scraps. This one is just beautiful. Embossed. So pretty. And this came with a lot of tags and borders, frames. You know, you could just spend $10 and do a book just with these pages. There, done. Black and white journal. Not a single butterfly. Lots of flowers, but not a butterfly to be had. Not a one. Nope, nope. I have been collecting, look at, right off the bat. Right there. Dirty little buggers, they're everywhere. I also had this in there, but it's a moth. But it looks more vintage to me. And when I want to do a black and white, I want bright white. White, if I can. I think I was going to do a black and white glue book. Just with this tiny little composition book. It must have come from the Dollar Tree. But it's just such a nice size. Let me get all this stuff out of here. You know, that's a doable... It doesn't have to be a monstrously big project. This is a beautiful... And I don't know about you, but I looked, in fact, right now is back to school season. Well, it's not. It's July, but all the back to school stuff is getting put out at the stores already. And we never did get the half composition books, these, but half size. We've never had them here. You can get them on Amazon for about $7. I think you can get 6 or 8 for $7, so it's not a bad deal. But we never did get them here. This was as close as I come. That black and white composition book that I just threw over there would make a perfect ready-made cover for a black and white journal. You wouldn't have to do anything to that cover other than cover up where it says composition book. Just put some kind of journal, make yourself some kind of beautiful thing to say journal over the top of it, and done. Easy peasy. Who doesn't like easy peasy? So I'd been collecting little bits, some super white tissue paper, some black Christmas wrap, snowflakes, so fun. Magazines, black and white is never out of style, so almost any fashion magazine will have black and white something or other. I think silver and black and white are just exquisitely paired, so that's why that's there. Some fun Halloween napkins from, I don't know where these came from, but I'm sure glad I have them. Aren't they gorgeous? I have no idea. Just black pages from magazines, and it seems to me when I first got my Posca pens, I was playing with my Posca pens, just do mark making on that black glossy paper. They just turned out so fun. And same thing with just plain white with a black Posca. So I started collecting lots of black paper. This was from a flower field guide. Look how cool they are. The dandelions. Daughters. They're so cool. I never saw such a thing. The black and white, the sort of x-ray version of it. Aren't they neat? Look at the color plates. The different shapes of flowers. So fun. Of course, coloring books. This one happens to be a Mandela one, but adult coloring books are always black and white. Just leave them as is. Stem. Add my life. Of course, the insides of security envelopes. Different parts of envelopes. It's part of a return envelope from a bill. But how cool is that? Oh, look, another one. I always like when you find more than one thing. More of that stem ad. Some miscellaneous stamping. Turned out kind of gray, but these are pretty black. Cleaning off my stamp. I have a Snow White. I'm a big Disney villain fan. Certain villains. Cruella de Vil. Maleficent is my she-god. She's just... I've had a girl crush on her since I was able to read or hold a book. My first little golden book with Maleficent in it. I was stunned by her beautiful black and purple cape. So I have some Disney villains. There's my girl. And Cruella. The Wicked Queen. So that's what those are from. More of the stem. Black and white words from magazines. These are black. It's kind of a brownish black wall with a birch bed. I thought that was pretty cool. Silver, Blingalicious. Look how bright. Just so pretty. Some more black and white. Little fussy cuts. Very botanical. I know. Pretty botanical. Sometimes. He's cool. Scraps. Look how cute he is. Little Mr. Miserable. Little Mr. Allergy Monster. Isn't he cute? And his little hedgehog friend. Just a black and white something or other. This was something I was playing with. Of course, that's blue. I'd have to paint that or cover it up, but these are black. QR codes. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but I did a whole video on using QR codes as layers of interactivity for your journals. But the big thing is now, don't scan them in stores, because fraudsters are putting their own on. And so when you're standing at the store scanning, thinking you're getting to such and such a website, you've just let bad guys into your phone. So don't ever actually scan them. In your magazines and whatnot, when you know they haven't been tampered with, they're fine. But just as a public service announcement, don't scan these things in the stores, because bad guys find a way to jack around with them. But they just add fun. I think there's fun additives, again, if you know that they haven't been tampered with. Here's a tuck I made from inside. Some more envelopes. Actually, this is a whole thing that I was experimenting with. And Eva at Bohemian Crafting would roll over and die laughing at this little construction. It is so non-engineered. It's not engineered well at all, but it was fun to make. It's got interactivity and lots and lots and lots of those. Recycle. I have a calendar, an old calendar. Do I know what year? 2019. It was all chalkboard, black and white. This isn't the chalkboard one, obviously. I must have had just an all black and white one. So I kept the ones that I really liked. Go where you feel most alive. I'm telling you what, my mom started collecting envelopes. My aunt started collecting me envelopes. I have envelopes coming out my ears. Bookmark from a bookseller, local bookseller. Some kind of weird ad, or I don't know what it was. Just a piece of black paper, black and white. Hallway, entryway, doors. I don't know if you can see that jet black stairway and railing. Oh, beautiful. Have to cut out all even the blue sky would have to go. I'd have to fussy cut that out, but that's pretty black and white. I would, in my black and white journal, I would cut out these bushes, so I'd be left to be those tiny little green trees. Of course, rub-ons from $1.25 tree. This was from a St. Vinny's haul. Silver stickers from a St. Vinny's haul. Black and white stickers from a St. Vinny's haul. Black and white napkins. Black and white paper from the Dollar Tree, wrapping paper. Gift wrap, $1.25 tree. So what are some offshoots of this? Well, like I said earlier, you could go with the macabre, goth, Halloween. You can go just straight up black and white like we talked about. You can pick one color and do all black and white with that pop of purple, or pop of orange, or pop of red, or pink, or yellow. Any color goes with black. Any color. Lime green, baby blue. It would all go. Hopefully teal would go. Any color would go. So black and white in one color. Black and white and red all over. We did that. I think that was one of the very first New Theme Thursdays, was black and white and red all over. And that was just black and white with pops of red. And I had truckloads of stuff from magazines that were black and white and red. Black and white could be newspaper related. That would be more vintagey. It'd be fun to do a vintage newspaper, black and white and red all over. LOL. Pretty cool. You could alter the pages. Black pages, white pages, black pages, white pages, and then decorate either way. Really, with this, the possibilities are endless. With a black and white base, you could go anywhere. So, I encourage you to expand your horizons and get out of the rut. If you're doing the 7th sewing journal, maybe it's time to maybe expand into a fashion journal, or a vintage cooking journal. Something. Don't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, especially if you're tired of it. I said once before, I remember hearing a girl say, yeah, I was going to do another vintage sewing, but I just wasn't feeling it. Like, why would you even consider it then? If you're bored to tears with them, why do them? Even if you're not bored to tears, I challenge you to try something new. Maybe that new thing is black and white. Just maybe. That is all I have for you today. A little encouragement. Hopefully a whole bunch of inspiration and some new ideas. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe just like to see all the toys I have, because I have lots. Stay tuned, because there'll be more new Theme Thursdays coming all the time, because I am on a mission. I'm on a mission. Until we meet again, I'll take it late. Out for now.